after that incredible PZTV last night. So hopefully everyone was able to tune in and watch. I definitely loved it. It was so much fun. I have all of it right here in front of me. I'm getting all of my things linked up right now.
I can smell all of those.
You can
in front
smell
of you.
them. I know it doesn't.
So
it smells so good.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely was picking that up whenever I left and came back in. I could pick up one of them. So, hi Kim, how are you? Hi Lexi, how's everybody doing? Good to see you guys. It was such a great show last night. There were so many amazing things, and that is exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to take a deep dive into some of these incredible fragrances and talk about them and then some. See if it's okay. We're just linking everything up. Hi Julie, how are you? Good to see you. Hi Marie, how are you? Good to see you.
I think everything's functioning well. I think it's just this guy.
The iPad isn't wanting to work. Okay. We're getting it all linked up. Hi Dominique, how are you? Hi Ted. How are you? Hi Josh, good to see you. Yeah, welcome to the remix. That is exactly right. So what we're going to do is, to be honest with you guys, I still have this beautiful set in here. So drop me down in the comments if you were able to tune in last night and watch the show, because I kind of want to know who was here and then some. And then if there's something that you want to see, we're definitely going to talk about that today, because there were actually 4 brand new fragrances that launched in on separate occasions throughout the show last night, and then in addition to an incredible blend bash. So today I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, at least 9, I think even 10 recipes that we are going to talk about utilizing all of these fragrances and then some. So you were there. Wasn't it great? What was your favorite thing? If you were tuned in yesterday and you watched the show and hung out with us, let me know in the comments what your favorite thing was that was launched, what you're most excited about. I want to talk to you for a few minutes. You weren't able to watch. It was such a great show. It definitely was. Let's see here.
It's my Wi-Fi.
It's your Wi-Fi? Okay, you're getting it. Awesome. We are linking it all up. You were not? Oh, okay. And as always, if you are brand new to me and you've never hung out with me before, let me know that in the comments as well. Because if you are brand new to Pink Zebra, I would love to talk to you as well. So #newbie if you're brand new. If you watched the show last night, you like the rustic pine, I have that right next to me. We're going to talk about that. It was really pretty, wasn't it, Jan? We're going to definitely talk about all the things. Saw it and loved it. Amber and Oak. Oh my gosh, I know. And I happen to have that in front of me. If you watched last night, you know that was my absolute favorite. There we go. Oh, that's not me. It was my absolute favorite fragrance. Such a gorgeous scent. And I have a lot of recipes. I was actually shifting through some of my bags and I'm like, oh my gosh, I did a ton of recipes with that fragrance. You can tell that I definitely love it. You love the simmering light. It is really pretty, Christina. You're excited for the spiced banana loaf? Yep, it is so good. Lots of good stuff. Oh my gosh, here we go. My favorite was your favorite. I know, Sherry. Isn't it great? It is such a fantastic scent. I cannot wait to really do a deep dive with it. Amy says she's excited for the banana scent. Definitely. Hi, Teresa DeNoble. How are you? Thank you. It was definitely a fun show. Sonia is always a pleasure to have up in here and with her and, hang out with her. And then some, she's got a lot to talk about. And then some, she loves herself some Pink Zebra. You can't wait to get Amber and Oak in all formats. Yes, I know. Lots of exciting stuff. Hello. Come on in. Come hang out. I'm going to, it is hard. You know what, Sandy? It is very hard. There were really some great fragrances last night. Definitely, hi, Andy. If you are curious, you know what I think I love the most is that every single fragrance that we talked about last night that we introduced to you guys it's a different feel, right? They were all so good on so many different levels, but they're definitely different. They're different fragrances and then some. And we're going to talk about that. Yeah. Hi, Kaylina. How are you? You love them all. I know. I couldn't even decide either, So what I think I want to do is I want to take a moment. I want to kind of go through some of the 4 fragrances that are brand new. Obviously, this one is not. However, I'm going to do some blending with it. But I'm going to run through these 4 fragrances. We're going to talk about them. They are available in different formats. So if there's something that I'm talking about, make sure that you're checking the website to see if it's available in another format. You know, for me, I love our diffuser oil so much. So I was excited to see some of these fragrances, you know, especially this amber and oak coming in diffuser oil, and then some. So we're going to start with this first one is spiced banana loaf. And again, I've got recipes for you guys. We're going to talk about those here in just a second. Well, I have a blending board. Yes, I will have a blending board. I actually have it, put it together this morning. So I've got you covered. Okay. First up is the spiced banana loaf, and I feel like this is kind of like something that doesn't need any introduction. And I said that last night on the show because it's definitely a good gourmand scent. If you're a lover of bakery fragrances, this right here is for you. This has the prettiest smell. I mean, oh my goodness. It's like, I think Sonia introduced this last night maybe, and it is definitely, or maybe it was me, I don't remember, but it definitely has the banana fragrance, but it's not, it's more like, it's gourmand, right? So it's very delicious. This is like taking a loaf of banana loaf out of the oven, and that's exactly what this smells like. So your notes are brown sugar, banana, cake batter, and walnuts. This came in 2 different formats. What I have here in my hand, and I don't know if I've got anyone that is brand new to Pink Zebra, but if you are, you always want to purchase in a carton. And last night, yes, it's good, Brenda. Trust me, it's really good. You definitely want to add this as a carton to your cart because this fragrance you will absolutely love. If you're a bakery lover like me, it smells like exactly like the name. And I don't feel like, you know, you hear I don't know, like warm apple pie, and it's like you get it and you're like, oh my gosh, this is exactly like it is. That's exactly what I feel, how I feel about this fragrance. It's spiced banana bread. It is straight on, it smells delicious, and it's not complex. You know, there's not any complex fragrance notes. It's basically that fantastic. Hi, Teresa, how are you today? Hello. Geraldine says she's really excited about this spiced banana loaf. Me too. Yeah, it is, Jill. If you were here at Reunion as one of our consultants, you know, just throwing this out there. I think some of you actually got to already experience that. So it is definitely a really, really great fragrance. It will not last long, so you definitely want to grab it while you can. You never know, right? Anytime we launch on PZTV. Second fragrance I want to talk about is the Pear and Morning Mist. So fragrance notes in this one are apple blossom pear with some white pumpkin. This is a very fresh fragrance. Scent Flirt members actually got to sneak peek this fragrance when it came out in the multi-purpose cleaner. It sold out in the multi-purpose cleaner that fast. So it's definitely one that you want to have in your scent arsenal. It's very pretty. It's very fresh. It's very different. I do not pick up on the white pumpkin that is in this. I pick up more on the apple blossom and the pear. So this is definitely a fresh fragrance, but I think as you'll see, we could blend this and take it a couple different ways. I love that. I really smell the apple on the front of that. It's very, very pretty. I think that we'll have some fun blending that one. So that was your second fragrance. And you definitely need to sneak peek all of the different formats of this. You're new, Sherry. Welcome on in. Hi, Jean. I'm so happy that you're here. Sherry, have you never tried Pink Zebra before? Answer me that. Sherry's watching over on another platform. So just FYI to whatever your platform you're watching from, we are across a lot of them. So give us a follow on all platforms. We love to connect with you guys and then some. So let's see. You definitely smell the pear and apple. Yeah, that's what I think it's. I don't pick up on the pumpkin, but it's in there. I just don't pick up on it. So, all right, third fragrance, it happens to be my absolute favorite. All right, I love with a capital L, Amber. Amber is just my fragrance. Last week we had a whole week devoted to Amber. It is definitely, you are totally new to Pink Zebra. Sherry, stick around. I love it. I'm Beth, by the way, and so I'm so happy that you're here today. Definitely ask questions. You love the Amber as well? Yeah, I know. I agree. So fragrance notes that are in this, that's why I'm going to give you guys a description. And again, these are wax sprinkles. So if you're new, you can see here, let me get it up close a little bit so you can see what they look like. They're just like little, they almost look like little pieces of candy, but they're called sprinkles. They're made from a soft soy wax melt. They are a soft soy wax melt that you could utilize. You can blend to customize your own fragrance. That's what I'm doing here. We're going to be talking about blending, but they're made right here in the heart of Sugar Land, Texas. And last night, since you are new, we launched our Home for the Harvest collection. So it was kind of our newest home fragrance collection. So the 4 fragrances that I'm going through are brand new. Plus we have some other ones as well. So Pink Zebra is the best. Yes, Brenda, definitely. All right, Amber and Oak, hands down amazing. I love this fragrance so much. It is so beautiful. Scent Flirt members know exactly what I'm talking about. I know Sherry Bresky is watching over on the Book of Faces, and she feels the same. It's definitely delicious. So your notes are sweet tobacco, night blooming jasmine with vanilla amber. I'm going to describe this fragrance to you as, in my opinion, this is a very romantic fragrance, a little bit mysterious. It's got that gorgeous amber smell to it, but it also has a softness with the jasmine in it. The very front note that you pick up is that sweet tobacco, but it's not tobacco like a strong pipe smell. It's just like, it is such a deep breath of fresh air. It smells so good. I think this is just a brilliant fragrance. It's definitely one that I feel we could use now. We could use all the way through the winter months. I would use it in the summer. I would use it all the time because I think it smells that good. It's definitely one that, yes, it is so, so pretty. What do I have to do to rejoin? Patrick, if you head over to the website, you should be able to do so. If you're having issue, we would love to have you back. If you're having issues, definitely reach out to customer service. They're willing to help you. Maybe we'll take a little bit and talk about that after a while. All right. Yeah, don't let the sweet tobacco throw you off. Absolutely, yes. The blends today are going to kill me. I got some good ones. Can't stay long. Okay, Pat, I'm glad you're here today. All right, and then last but not least is the Silver Birch and Air. This happened to be Sonia's favorite, and I got to say, it's gorgeous. You could use it all year round, too. I know. Silver Birch Needles, White Pine, and Frosted Mess. This is a very refreshing, airy fragrance. Very clean, a little bit watery. Oh, wow. And I pick up the most, the front note, the Silver Birch. Definitely some pine in the middle, but not overpowering. What I think I love the most about this fragrance, and like I said, we're going to do blends here, so hang tight, is that I feel like it does the same thing for me as a fragrance, the fragrance Rustling Leaves. Rustling Leaves is one of those, when you smell it, you instantly know what I'm talking about. And that's what this does for me. I brought that out. Rustling Leaves is an OG fragrance. It's been around for a while, but it has notes of aromatic leaves, crisp autumn air, and sprinkling woods. What I think the two of them have in common is definitely that airy fragrance. But I think that they would blend really pretty together. But they give you that same effect. And then what's nice about that, thank you so much, Christy, is that it's something that you could utilize now. If you're a seasonal fragrance person, you could use it now for the fall months, or you could use it in the Christmas, season, blend it with some pine, and then it's perfection. It's definitely one of those that can take you a couple different ways. Hi, Brianna. Hi, Cassie. Good to see everyone. Definitely. Yes. So many great fragrances. Definitely. So we're going to start in, and I'm going to continue to talk about these. If you are brand new again, and if you are curious, what I'm talking about, and you're wanting to shop the live, the best way to go would be to go to pinkzebrahome.com. I have all of the products I'm going to be talking about today are linked up there. That is where you can create an account, and you are going to be able to shop every product that I'm talking about, and then some. If you don't have one, you can actually search, for a consultant in your area. It'll have you sign up with one or whatever. We can always link you up with one. We love our consultants here at Pink Zebra Home. So that's the easiest way, is to watch and shop. Ask questions, keep them coming. We're doing good. Yes. And then some. Such a great show last night, though. As you guys are popping on, I want to hear from you, though. What were you most excited about to get in. I know Sherry said she's wanting, some of them are wanting to do some blends and then some. What are you guys wanting to blend? All right, so this first fragrance that I'm going to give you is, we're going to use this Spiced Banana Loaf. And then I'm pulling in, this is really crazy awesome, this Cranberry Pecan Crumble, because it happened to be part of the blend bash. Right, there we go. We got it on there from the show last night. So the Cranberry Pecan Crumble is definitely a fragrance that, if again, a very gourmand fragrance. Notes of brown sugar crumble, cranberry puree, and golden baked pie crust. We are going to make berry nut bread. Anytime I ever do like a Christmas cranberry bread, banana bread, whatever the case is, I love that. I like to add, you know, cranberries to some of my breads during the Christmas months and then some. That's where I was going with this. So I love the show with you and Sonia. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. She is good. Yes, when I get this spiced banana loaf, I'm going to mix it with fresh sweet strawberry. There you go. Yeah, definitely. All right, so we're going to start off with this spiced banana loaf. I'm going to do 3 scoops. We'll do 2 scoops of that. And then I'm coming in strong with the Cranberry Pecan Crumble. So this has just got 2 fragrances in it. Definitely one that you wouldn't think is really good. But I did this yesterday for Sonia, and she loved it. So berry nut bread, Cranberry Pecan Crumble, and spiced banana loaf. First recipe, just 2 fragrances. Some of these you will see have just 2 scents in them. Others have 3, 4. I just kind of did a little bit of a mix up. I think sometimes too, you always want to keep in mind there's no right or wrong to blending. I usually like to blend at least 3, but I thought, you know what? Some people might just want to do 2. Whatever works for you. You're excited about the banana. We're excited about, would it mix good with aspen pine? Which fragrance, Joyce? The silver birch? Absolutely it would. I actually have a recipe here in a little bit we're going to pull out that has, I think I have the 2 of those in it. All right, so first recipe, hot recipe alert. First one of the day, and I'm actually going to be giving you guys all of this on a blending board. I love to do that for you. So I put that together. We'll be posting that to social media. And then tomorrow and Friday, we're probably going to continue on with our blending and definitely do some more pumpkin blends. We're going to have so much fun. So definitely tune in. I'm live every single day, Monday through Friday, on the primetime show days, which happens to be the first and third Tuesday of every single month. It's at 6 p.m. That's when I'm live. And then most of the rest of the time it's at 12. So you can always catch me. And then we're always talking about different fragrances and different ways to blend our wax sprinkles. So, all right, I really like this. I gotta give this another smell. I feel like this is a good kitchen fragrance. It does replay, Laura. Yes, you can always watch it. Yeah, that's good. I really like that. So we used to have a old fragrance that was called, let's see, Raisin Nut Bread. Anyone remember that one? I know I've been around a long time. And I used to blend that Raisin Nut Bread with berry fragrances, and that's kind of the feel this is giving me. So definitely. Kaylina says, I've been wearing Sweet Berry Harvest. Absolutely love it. I was thinking I needed to blend something in sprinkles that make it smell like this. Ha! There you go. Pat says she's placing an order. Awesome, Pat. What are you ordering? Can't wait to hear what you're getting. All right. Next up, we're going to do a blend with my favorite. All right. And so I'm going to pull in the Amber and Oak for this one. This is definitely hands down my favorite. I think this is such a gorgeous fragrance. And then I'm going to pull in a fragrance from the Blend Bash that I also love. This is called Acorns and Applewood. So this has notes of warm cider, mulling spices, and rosewood. So we're just going to blend the 2 of these together. And I'm calling this one Rustic Antique Store. Doesn't that sound fun? That's the feel that this gave me. And what I think I am so obsessed with this fragrance is that in this particular recipe, it's going to give it more of a, hence the name of the fragrance, a rustic fall smell. But this is such a beautiful fragrance that I think it can do so many other things. So we could take it and make it a masculine, like a cologne type smell, romantic fragrance. I think it's very pretty, even mixed in with some of the Christmas scents that we have in the line. So I'm really excited to take this and continue to blend and build off of that. That's what I love the most about Pink Zebra, is that you have the ability to customize your own scent. Anything works, Is the blue carton smell like a strong pine? No, ma'am. It is not. The silver birch and arum is what I think you're referring to. Am I doing Beth bags today? I'm always doing the bags, but not on the live like I did on Friday. Just you always have a chance. Yes. See if what's available. Which one? All right. Yeah, silver birch and air, not as strong pine smell, more of a watery fragrance. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. All right, so we're going to blend the two of these together. Acorns and applewood, definitely one to grab. Smells amazing. To be honest, you could totally do the blend bash, and then you're going to have all kinds of goodness. That's exactly what I would recommend is the blend bash and then some. So definitely. Let's see. I'm just making sure I'm not missing out. This smell sounds amazing. Did you miss my live? No, I'm live right now. Placing an order. Please throw that in my bag. All right. All right. Acorns and applewood is incredible. And it is, Sherry, I'll tell you, it's a part of the blend bash. So the blend bash that we launched last night, Home for the Harvest, this is the Home for the Harvest blend bash that I'm making some of these recipes from. So that cranberry pecan crumble came in that. Also the acorns and applewood, and then every fragrance except for silver birch and air didn't come in it. Amber and oak, the banana bread or banana spice banana loaf, pear and morning mist. What else came in it? Autumn gathering, harvest cheer, and pumpkin and bourbon cream, and I think harvest cider. I think I named them all. It's a very, very, very good. This is incredible. Listen. Okay. Sorry. Sometimes I take myself by surprise. I knew it would be. This is so pretty. All right, so this fragrance that I'm mixing, and I think I sprinkle on my nose, sorry. Acorns and applewood. Again, warm cider, mulling spices, and rosewood. I believe that is exactly, the rosewood is what I'm pulling with the two of these because that's got that really romantic smell to it. This is a really pretty fragrance. Really, really pretty. So definitely make it. Yeah, I can show you the sunflower. Absolutely. If you give me just a moment, I will. So this is called Rustic Antique Store. Rustic Antique Store. Hey, Sabina. Hi, Tracy. Hello, hello. What you guys up to today? We need to do some giveaways during lives. So I actually do. I just did a huge one on Friday. And then we also you guys always have a chance of getting one of these bags, in your package. I'll do tons of bags, right? So I always do lots of these blending bags. So, you never know, right? Definitely. There are 12 scoops typically, Melinda, in a bag, unless I get to talking a little much and I overfill them. That is the truth. But there typically are 12 scoops to a bag and then some. So, all right. Let's continue on. I got another one with amber and oak. This one happens to be one that we did last night that I think that you guys, again, this is a no-brainer. So I want to talk a little bit more about this amber and oak, being that it's very romantic. Like I said last night on the live, it's rich, mysterious. I feel like it's a great fragrance for really about anyone, but it's very, very pretty. The vanilla amber is so complimentary, but I wanted to compliment it with one of two of my absolute favorite fragrances, Flannel Blanket. All right, and the reason I picked it is because Flannel Blanket has notes of sandalwood, white musk, and amber. So that is your common fragrance note, is amber. So this is very, very pretty. We did this blend on last night's show, in case you missed it. We did the blend with the diffuser oil. And it was absolutely wonderful. So, I kept smelling it. I don't know if you guys, yes, it was, 4 scoops. If it has 3 fragrances in it, obviously you would math it out. Melinda, that's a great question. So Melinda's asking about like math and then blending fragrances. 12 scoops to a bag. So in this case, I have 2 fragrances. It's going to be 6 and 6. It's always usually equal parts unless I tell you otherwise. Sometimes, if we're using a fragrance that, like, for example, cinnamon can definitely overtake a fragrance. So you would want to use a little less of cinnamon sometimes, or even pine. So it's just something to keep in mind. I love the oils too. And I kept going back to that Pinecone Reed diffuser because it smelled so good. Oh my gosh. Okay. That is everything. Well, I love flannel blanket, but I love both of these fragrances. You guys, this is so pretty. Wow. Flannel blanket and amber and oak. You just saw it right here. Whoo-wee, that smells good. All right, so what I think that is going to happen when this melts is that you're definitely going to have an amber forefront fragrance, but that flannel blanket has the sandalwood and the musk. It's going to give it a freshness paired up with that night blooming jasmine that is in this. This is absolute perfection. Hi, Morgan. How are you? So if you, oh, I'm good, Brittany. Good to see you. You have flannel blanket, fireside, and marshmallow latte. Ooh, I bet that smells good. This is definitely a must blend recipe. Definitely do this. You're welcome. Anytime you guys have questions, definitely ask. Yeah, both of these are available in oil. Hands down, I did that last night on kind of just on a whim. And then I knew, I should have known that it was going to do that. But I was like, oh my gosh, like, whoa. All right. So if you have smelled, a lot of you have smelled the amber and oak because you're a part of Scent Flirt. Scent Flirt members got to sneak peek that in a room spray. And so you know what I'm talking about. And if you have the flannel blanket, you can kind of do a comparison. But honestly, this is such a stunning fragrance. I don't have a name for this one. So this one is not on the board. So you write it down, flannel blanket and amber and oak. Don't miss the book on that one. I don't have that one wrote down on the board. So write this one down. All right. We're going to keep on going. That's definitely hands down the favorite for me. Woo-wee, that smells good. Okay, I'm going to pull in a gourmand. If you know what monkey bread is, drop me down in the comments. If you've ever had a monkey bread, have you guys had monkey bread before? Do you know, I love it. I'm a sucker for it. It smells delicious when it's cooking. And when you eat it, it's even better. We're going to make monkey bread. I love to do this. We're not going to bake, but we're going to make it, right? We're going to totally make it. All right. So the fragrance that we're going to use and highlight is that spiced banana loaf. And then I'm going to tell you what else is in it. I do have this one wrote down on the board, so don't worry about writing this one down. All right, spiced banana loaf, and then I have pulled in three other fragrances. You love monkey bread, I know. Okay, monkey bread is like cinnamon. It's like a warm cinnamon roll in a bread. Like how do you describe monkey bread? It's like this. It's like this. Okay, it's cinnamon and caramel and gooiness and deliciousness and in a bread form. And it's just, yes, it's so good, right? Definitely. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So this recipe is actually called monkey bread. I don't think I've ever done a recipe called monkey bread. So we're going to start off with spiced banana loaf, and then I'm going to come in with some cinnamon pumpkin. Now the name on this one is deceiving. All right, Google monkey bread and make it and thank me later. Do that this weekend. All right, so your cinnamon pumpkin, really, really good. What I love this about this fragrance, there's not a pumpkin smell to this. This is brown sugar. This is delicious. Okay, definitely fantastic. All right, so cinnamon pumpkin, spiced banana loaf, caramel cauldron. So if you are a lover of caramel fragrances, that is decadent. That is like a homemade caramel. And then the last fragrance that we're going to mix in with this, you made chocolate chip pumpkin bread. Yum. Is warm milk and honey. Warm milk and honey is the last fragrance. So this warm milk and honey has a really strong cinnamon bread smell to it. It's very, very pretty. It's actually been selling really, really good. If you're going to want to write this one down for sure, but I mean, it is on the blending board, but don't miss this recipe. I'm going to tell you, I know already it's going to be that good. Okie dokie. You haven't made it for years. I try not to. I am on a self-confessed health journey. I'm on a you should eat this, not this journey. However, sometimes, I just love sweets. And so that's definitely, it's really good. Hey, Jillian, what's up? How are you today? Okay, so cinnamon and deliciousness. Yes. Okay, so here's the first fragrance we're going to start off with is that spiced banana loaf. To be honest with you, perfection right there by itself. Every single fragrance that we launched on the show last night is so good. It's not that you have to elevate any of them, but when you blend them, you know, magic happens. I just had to get that out. But it's definitely one, like I said, when I blend it, all of these fragrances are just, they're perfection. So, all right. Hi, Cassie. What's up? You love it? Yes. We're making monkey bread, okay, in a sprinkle form. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can't wait to get that banana loaf. I knew it would be good. There's no secret. I'm going to go in with an extra banana scoop, and then I think an extra caramel scoop. I want to get this just right. Best part about Pink Zebra is that anything goes. If you feel like something needs certain amount of cinnamon, more pine, more whatever, add it. There's nothing that says that you can't. You know, definitely. I love warm milk and honey too, and because it gives me that cinnamon bread vibe that I'm always seeking, and cinnamon and delicious. No, that's perfect. It's really, really good. You've made albums of all these recipes. Oh, good. I love it that you guys like them. You know, I definitely love to do it. This is fantastic. All right. That's yummy. I want to give you guys another bone to sit on. Okay, another way to spin this. If you feel like, because I think that we could do it, another bag like this, because I didn't make it until just now, and add maybe a little bit more cinnamon. You could maybe even omit, I don't know. I was gonna say you could omit one of them. Like you could omit maybe the cinnamon pumpkin and then throw in more, just a cinnamon spice. And I think that would make it even stronger, and it might pull out more of the bakery notes in it. It's perfect by itself, but just to give you guys an idea, yeah, I'm gonna have a blending board today. Absolutely I am. It's a great day to have a blending board for sure. Okay, so just an idea. I love it how I just made it. It was perfect. I'm just thinking that if you wanted to add, you know, if you wanted to have a stronger cinnamon, there's really no right or wrong with it. All right, so this next recipe, I'm going to use that. We're going to use that as well. But before I give this to you, I want to pull in a simmering light. So we're going to keep the cinnamon pumpkin out and blend with it here in just a second, and the spiced banana loaf. But I am going to pull in, Pat wanted to see, I think it was the sunflower simmering light, maybe. But before I show that, I want to talk about how gorgeous this is. Buttercream apple. Oh, Marcia, that was a really pretty, that was a decadent fragrance. I forgot about that one. You could use frosted cinnamon rolls. Absolutely. Yeah. So this is so pretty. All right. So launched on the show last night. This is the Autumn Forest Simmering Light. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? So rich. The colors are fantastic. It's almost like, thank you for the tappies, Rhonda. It's almost like you could see the light through the trees. It definitely reminds me of a Midwest fall because you have all of the colors. Look at those leaves. Isn't that wonderful? I'm going to shut this on and off. This is a simmering light that actually launched last night. If you are brand new to Pink Zebra, just FYI, we have two different warmers. This is a simmering light, and then we also have a simmer pot. How pretty is that? Isn't that gorgeous? So simmering lights are heated with a light bulb, which is what I have here. And then simmer pots are actually heated with a hot plate. So that's the difference, right? So I'm going to swap this out. I know Pat was wanting to see the sunflower. I don't know, Pat, what were you wanting to see the sunflower with? Was it a certain accent shade, maybe? This also is available on the website as well. Gorgeous sunflower simmering light. Yeah. Yeah. Very, very pretty. Okay. So in case you missed out on that one, it is available as well. So we're going to pull in the Autumn Forest Simmering Light for this one. I'm going to leave that out. Definitely a gorgeous simmering light that launched on last night's show. So in case you missed it, definitely go grab it. All right. So we're going to make up a recipe. This is one I have not blended, but I know will be fantastic. I pulled out some espresso martini for this. All right. Rather would look so good with the black metal pumpkin. Ooh. Let's see here. Black metal pumpkin. Do I have that? I think that's over here somewhere. I was thinking I had it. Yeah, it did. Actually, I do. I have that one over there in one of the honeycomb shelves. It's definitely very pretty. All right. The new shade lantern looked like over the sunflower. The accent shade, I can pull that into here. Okay. So this is called Wake Up, right? So we're going to keep that spiced banana loaf espresso martini and cinnamon pumpkin for this next one. All right, so that's what it looks like. And we showed this last night on live. Gorgeous. So this is a driftwood lantern. You know, here at Pink Zebra Home, best part about our simmering lights is they pair up really beautifully with accent shades. So that's what this is an accent shade. Gorgeous. It's made of wood. Okay, you can see here it's got a black metal top with a hook. It's a traditional lantern. You signed up for the 6 month. Awesome, Vicki. You're going to tap into that free simmer pot. You bought the pumpkin weather simmering pot. Goes perfect with my autumn. I bet it does. I did. If you, I see what you're saying. If you're having issues with scent flirt, definitely call customer service. Unfortunately, I cannot help out with that on a live, but I will tell you that they will take care of you. So you should be able to, yeah. Is it not showing? You should be able to get that accent shade. That is the, let's see here. Let me see if I can see it. I'll tell you where to go. It should be under, I think, Shop New. Definitely. Maybe Pink Zebra Home can check too for us. Let's see here, but let me look. All right. I think it's the driftwood. I think, hold on. Did I tell you wrong? Yeah. Driftwood lantern accent shade. And then it looks, I just added that one up to my cart. Let me make sure that it added in there. Yeah, it's in there. Driftwood lantern accent shade. It is on the, you want the shade to see with, that's the shade you want to see with the sunflower. Okay, let me make this recipe and then I'll pull it in here in just a second. Okay. All right. Hi, Tracy. How are you today? Good to see you. What is it? Let's see here. Does a new amber and oak have a strong scent similar to that of acorn leaves and spice? Yes, I would say yes, definitely. All right, so this is called Wake Up. We're going to use this traditional coffee smell, which is your espresso martini. And then I'm coming in with some of this spiced banana loaf. And then last but not least, this is cinnamon pumpkin, which gives it a brown sugar smell. This is going to be kind of like a brown sugar coffee in the morning, you know, or banana bread with a cup of coffee, but I named it Wake Up. Definitely really, really good fragrance. Okay, maybe this is the phone number. This is it. Vicki, Pink Zebra Home is monitoring. They'll get you the phone number, my girl. All right, hang tight. All right, so 3 different, I want to go equal parts with all of this. This is delicious. So espresso martini, if you're a lover of coffee fragrances, go after that. That is everything and more. We have multiple different formats in that fragrance, but I really like that. And I think I might err with that one. I would go a little... Vicki, I see your comment. I don't have the phone number handy right now, but Pink Zebra Home is happy to assist you. They will help you, okay? Absolutely. Good. You're going to order the cinnamon pumpkin bundle. Yeah, that's really, really good as well. All right. Wake Up. Spiced banana loaf, espresso martini, and cinnamon pumpkin. Really, really, really good. You love pumpkin scents? You know, we actually have been talking about pumpkin. We talked all about spicy pumpkin is the fragrance. Sorry, I lost it for a second. Spicy pumpkin is a fragrance behind the scent this week. And we actually have a 4-bag bundle in case you missed it that you can shop. It's like a deal. So if you love pumpkin smells, go after that 4-bag bundle. Really, really good deal. All right. Next up, we're going to make one called Mama's Nana Cake. Mama's Nana Cake. So we're going to use this spiced banana loaf for this. And with this one, I capitalized strong on the cinnamon spice. And then, so that's exactly what I wanted this to smell like. And then we're going to pull in some funfetti cake batter. So for those of us that love bakery fragrances, this is going to be right up your alley. Funfetti cake batter and cinnamon spice are the other 2 that I'm going to add to this. That has whipped vanilla, sugar, and creamy frosting are your fragrance notes. This is like cake in a carton. I made that up. How about that? And then cinnamon spice. We got red hot cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove. So the 3 of these combined to make Mama's Nana Cake. Really, really good stuff right there. I love pumpkin as well, definitely. You had to type in driftwood shade. Okay, yeah. Did you find it though, Pat? I'll show you guys the driftwood lantern here in just a second with this sunflower if you're wanting to see that. It's a very, very pretty set. We showed that on last night's show, I believe. Maybe it was the after show. It's gorgeous. And, you know, lanterns are definitely one of those things that if I feel like the more the merrier, right? Like you can just do so much with lanterns. All right, so we're gonna come in with spiced banana loaf, a couple scoops for this one, a couple scoops of your funfetti cake batter, and then I'm gonna go 1 scoop, that's the key, 1 scoop of cinnamon. So, hi Deanna, good to see you today. How's everybody doing? Okay, that's incredible. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna tell you what, that is the key. That is absolutely the key. So do not do equal parts of this one. So I want you to go, more heavier on the spiced banana loaf and the funfetti cake batter. And the reason I'm telling you to do that is because if not, it will be too much cinnamon. The cinnamon is absolutely fantastic in this, but so good. Yeah, Deanna, I know. So this is called Mama's Nana Cake. Mama's Nana Cake, delicious. This is everything. I honestly think this cinnamon is so pretty in this, but it's not overtaking, but only because I said don't go equal parts. So keep that in mind when you're blending with this. You definitely don't want to go overkill on a certain scent. Aspen pine and cinnamon are going to be the 2 fragrances that I'm going to, and black cherry sometimes can do that as well. But that I'll say that the most as we get into like the Christmas season with blending is that they can just cannibalize a fragrance bag. And it's all good and fine if you want the whole thing to smell like aspen pine. But the idea is that we're blending, so we have to keep that in mind. Let's see here. Can you describe the scent silver birch? Yeah, Veronica, hold tight, okay? This blend is incredible. Mama's Nana Cake. All right, so with this one, go lighter on the cinnamon spice, okay? I would say probably 3 scoops tops of the cinnamon spice. That's it. And then spiced banana loaf and cake batter. That's absolutely wonderful. All right, so you wanted to see silver birch. Okay. Yep, I will pull in that fragrance here in just a second. I'm going to pull out this autumn sunflower simmering light so that you guys can see what it looks like. So the autumn sunflower, all right, and then somebody was asking if they could see the driftwood lantern over the top of that. So this driftwood lantern is, we actually refeatured on the live last night, and it's been going over like crazy. You guys are loving that. Look how pretty that is. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, so obviously with this, your sprinkles are going to set here in your dish here, right? And so what I think is so fantastic about this accent shade is obviously it's open all the way around. Can we share the replay to a group? Colleen, I can't answer that question. I don't know the answer to that. Maybe on Facebook you could try. I'm not exactly sure. But if you share, you could always share your the link to pinkzebrahome.com. I mean, maybe you might be able to do that. Definitely. It is pretty. It's so open. Definitely. Yes. Very, very pretty. So all of this is available right now online. And so, but I want to show you, look at this. Okay. So last night, if you were on, you saw us do this. So this guy is a glossy burnt orange simmering light. I call that the little black dress of fall. How beautiful is that, right? So then we just elevated that and basically took that from, I guess your sunflower could be definitely fall, but I really am loving this. I think this is just stunning. So pretty. All right. So again, available right now online, the Driftwood accent shade. Definitely grab it up. I don't know how long it'll last and it's a great quality accent shade too. Definitely one that you want to add up. We showed it last night too with that autumn forest simmering light, which was a showstopper. Okay, silver birch and air. I want to talk about that. Yeah, have a good day, Pat. Good to see you. All right, you can share from our Facebook page. Okay, thank you for that, Pink Zebra Home. Silver birch and air. So notes are silver birch needles, white pine, and frosted musk. This is beautiful. Okay, so if I will say that this was Sonia's favorite from last night. This is a very airy fragrance. It has a sweetness to it that I like, that's pulling me in. The silver birch needles are definitely prominent with the white pine. But it's probably that frosted musk that I'm smelling at the very tail end of this. I could see using this as a lotion. This gives me all kinds of good vibes. It's definitely clean and refreshing, but it's also has hints of what I would call like a spa type fragrance, like the eucalyptus. It doesn't have eucalyptus in as a fragrance note, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's in this. It's very, very pretty. When I first smelled that, I'll pull out one of my recipes that uses that. Hold tight just a second. Let me see here. All right. I'm going to do Aspen Escape. So I'm going to show you how to take this and then make it instantly more of a Christmas fragrance. But I think we could also do kind of a couple different fragrance recipes with it and then some. All right, it is very intriguing. It's very, very pretty. All right, so we're gonna pull in some flannel blanket and some aspen pine for this one. And the reason I wanted to do this is that I wanna pull the musk out of the flannel blanket. That's a second fragrance note. And to complement this, and then I wanted to pair up the aspen pine with the silver birch needles. So we're gonna rope all three of those in together. I know this is gonna be amazing. This aspen pine, oh my goodness. It does not get any prettier than that. That is like the prettiest Christmas smell. Okay. So this I am calling Aspen Escape, right? So if you are a lover of fresh, non-cinnamon Christmas fragrances, this is going to be right up your alley. I think that this would be really pretty. This silver birch and air would be very, very pretty with winter woods. I'm going to play around with this a little bit. I almost feel like I want to go heavier on the flannel blanket and the silver birch and air because just like that last recipe. Hey, Charlotte, what's up? The aspen pine could totally take over, and I don't want it to do that. Like I said, if you want it to smell like a whole bag of pine, then that's the case. But, oh, wow. It's so pretty. Aspen Escape. Okay, it did exactly what I wanted it to. So I want you guys to go lighter on the pine in this one. This is so pretty. Okay, so I want you to think like, mountain, like almost like you've been skiing. I've never been snow skiing. I'm a water skier, but I'm gonna imagine that I've been snow skiing, and I come in Aspen, right? And it's like that gorgeous, like that, that deep breath of winter, but not like there's no cinnamon. So it's like this is a very refreshing. I think refreshing is a perfect way to describe it. Oh, but this is just so good. I wish somebody was standing here. I'd make them smell this. This is really good. Maybe I should just go out in the hallway and see if I can find somebody. You think that they would come in? I love this. This is so good. So this is so different. This is very different than what we just did with obviously it's non-gourmand. But again, I need to pull out more flannel blanket. When you're making this, I want you to be careful, like to not add too much pine, because if you do, it'll overtake. But the musk that is in the two of these, the silver birch and air and the flannel blanket, is just gorgeous. You ordered? What did you order, Sherry? That's exciting. Okay, so we're going to add in a couple scoops more of the flannel blanket. This is definitely one for the books. Aspen Escape. Holy moly, so good. Definitely let us know. Yeah, let us know if you're ordering. I love to hear from you guys. Yeah. All right, but the key to this one and the key to the one that I just gave you, go light on the pine, okay? Unless you just want it to smell like that. But that's definitely one for the, that smells good. Okay, that was fun. Let's continue on blending. I'm going to give you a new recipe with the pear and morning mist, all right? And I want to play with this one. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I love this fragrance a lot, but I didn't blend with it much before. You ordered? You did? Thank you for that. Thank you for that little gift. That was really cute. I didn't get the chance to actually blend with this as much as I would have wanted to. No, it came out in a multi-purpose cleaner, right? So I want to see what we could do with this fragrance. I honestly think that we will take this and do a lot with it for in the next weeks to come. I'm going to, because I feel like this is another fragrance that can go so many different ways because of what is in it. It's a very unique fragrance. The front note is apple blossom, followed by pear and white pumpkin. Pear and morning mist. It's very fresh. And the fragrance recipe that I'm going to give you is called Fresh Fall AM, or Fresh Fall Morning. So I'm going to grab in some Harvest Cider with this one. And the reason I wanted to pair up Harvest Cider with it is that this actually has sparkling bergamot is your front note of the Harvest Cider, followed up with some peach nectar and apple. And this is a very light fragrance, very pretty, but it's kind of like a fruity. And I think that the two of these together, this is going to be, let's see here. Keisha. Same question I ordered mine last month when I joined for $1. If you have questions on Scent Flirt, FYI, I can't answer that. Hi, Melina. What's up, girl? How are you? I can't answer those on live, Keisha. Call into customer service and they can help you. I will tell you that if you ordered Scent Flirt after the 25th, that it will ship this month, FYI, right? I will mix with everything autumn. Okay, that's a good idea too. So we're going to do the two of these together. I wanted to see kind of how they would complement each other. Apple, pear, peach type thing. This is going to be, I think this is going to be really good. I just got a good strong smell of that peach. Okay. Yeah, that's really pretty. So this is just a lighter, more fruitier fragrance, I think. It's definitely for those of us that like fresh and fruity. This is going to be right up your alley. So this is Fresh Fall Morning, Pear Morning Mist, and Harvest Cider. Which one do you think you're going to mix with everything autumn, Denise? I'm curious now. I don't know if I brought that one up in here. Okay, I don't think I do have it. Is that the Harvest Cider or this one? Which one? Hi, Lisa. What's up, girl? How are you today? Good to see you. Okay. Very fresh, very clean, very pretty. Ta-da! Fresh Fall Morning. All right. Next up, I'm going to give you a mysterious blend. Remember I said I did a lot with amber and oak? Well, here we are. Okay. Because I really, really like this amber and oak. All right, so we're going to take amber and oak and we're going to make it into a man smell. Remember I said it has a very romantic smell. I'm calling this next one Fall Romance, okay? Fall Romance. So I want you to think, hi, Sean, how are you? Like really mysterious, maybe a hair, dare I say sexy? Kind of a sexier fragrance. Romantic is probably the more proper word, but I said sexy. Whatever way you want to go. But it's very intriguing, mysterious, romantic, all of the things. So Fall Romance has 4 fragrances in it, and they happen to be 4 of my favorites. So I'm going to give you, this is going to be perfection. I'm going to tell you right now. Manly Man is the first fragrance that we're going to pull that I didn't grab. All right, so then Fireside Vanilla. Let me see if I grabbed that one. Fireside Vanilla and Manly Man. Okay, so I didn't grab that either. And then Flannel Blanket. I know I have Flannel Blanket. All right, let me see. Okay, so let me go grab, I'm going to run into my office real quick and grab Manly Man and Fireside Vanilla. Those are the 4 fragrances that are in this recipe. It's a good thing I knew exactly where they were at. I guess it's not a true live if I don't forget fragrances, right? Okay, so Manly Man, Flannel Blanket, Fireside Vanilla, and Amber Oak. I'm calling this one Fall Romance, right? So if you are a lover of really, like I said, romantic fragrances, mysterious, all of the things, this is going to be right up your alley. This is, I promise you, this is going to be gorgeous. Manly Man has the watery musk, the white iris, and then the moss woods. And we're coming in strong with some Fireside Vanilla. All right, so you did it again. You placed an order. What did you order? I know there's probably a lot of that going on today. I mean, I'm feeling it too, my friends. There's some great fragrances on that website right now. Some really great ones. And this is the time of year to be fragrancing the house, right? definitely. My mother and my father-in-law were over. They just left this morning to go back to Illinois. But they were in visiting us over the weekend. And my mother-in-law, of course, is an avid Pink Zebra user, has been for since I started selling and sharing 12 years ago. 12 years ago. Cannot believe it. She's been a huge lover of Pink Zebra. And so she was just raving about, she was in my cabinet looking at some of the fragrances and such. And she's like, I just love it all. She's like, your house smells so delicious. And, it is great. Hi, Jackie. How are you? It definitely gives me, it wouldn't be the same if I didn't have a good smelling house, right? Like we said on the live last night, fragrance evokes memories, and all of that. And so this is definitely the most popular season when people fragrance their homes right now the most out of the entire year. From now to the end of the year, it's just very common. You've got people that are entertaining. Like I said, we had people in from Illinois. You're getting ready for the holiday season. In some places that are a little bit colder, maybe, people are inside a little bit more. I think we're inside a little bit more here in Texas, but that's because it's hot. That's beautiful. All right. So this one here is called Fall Romance. You could totally, yeah. Oh, that makes me happy. Okay. All right. That makes me so happy. Flannel blanket, man the man, amber and oak with a little extra love. And Fireside Vanilla. This is everything. Hey, Nicole, I need your nose for a minute because I want you to smell this. Yes, ma'am. I'm going to show you, all right? So I made some really good, all right, I want you to smell this. So I'm going to have Nicole, I didn't tell her I was going to do this. So I'm calling this one Fall Romance. I just give that a smell.
Oh.
Woo! Isn't that good?
Oh, my goodness. It has that amber and
yes, it does.
That takes it to a different level. That is so pretty.
But we pulled in, and I was just sharing with them. It's got a musk all the way around, but it's not overkill in any category. No. Plus, it also pulls in this sandalwood with the flannel blanket.
It's like an elevated, complex fragrance, but it's easy on the nose.
Yeah.
Sometimes if a fragrance gets too complex.
Okay, so now this one, I want you to think like Christmas. Yes. Okay, Christmas Escape to the Aspen, Colorado. Aspen Escape.
Yes.
See?
Yes.
I didn't tell her I was going to do this. And
that literally smells like the log cabin that you're staying at.
Doesn't it?
With the trees all around. Oh my goodness.
I know. So great. So
what I like about that fragrance is that would be a good one to burn while you're cooking food throughout the day, because sometimes fragrance and food don't necessarily mush well. That would be a nice compliment.
All right, definitely. You're in Texas too, Sean. What part are you in, Sean? We are near Houston, so it's hot here, my friend. You got a bag, Veronica. That's exciting. Yay. I love it when you guys get those bags. Always let me know. I love it to hear from you. All right. Last but not least, we're going to pull in another. This is more of a fall fragrance. I'm calling this one Mold Apple Cider. For last but not least, we're going to pull in two fragrances that actually were a part of the Blend Bash. Autumn Gathering and Acorns and Applewood. So Autumn Gathering actually launched on the PZTV that was 2 weeks ago. Very pretty fragrance. I'm going to tell you about it. It has warm spice cider, cherry bourbon, and mahogany in it. And we're going to take that and we're going to elevate it with some acorns and applewood. The two of these combined, and this is pure perfection. You're in San Antonio. Awesome. This is an amazing blend. I'm going to say that if you are loving everything that you've seen so far today, go after that Blend Bash. It just makes sense because you get 8 different fragrances. They're all really good fragrances. 8 very, very good ones. You might want to add in Silver Birch and Air as a carton, but otherwise you got it all. And then you can do a lot of these recipes that I'm giving you guys today. So Mold Autumn Cider, we're going to go in with this this fragrance here. This is Autumn Gathering. I lost the name of it. And then Acorns and Applewood. So again, the two of these combined, this is just going to be a beautiful fall fragrance. I honestly think that this one is another fragrance. I like to do this a lot with cinnamon. Let me see what it smells like, and maybe we'll add in. You had to get the blend bash. It's really good. Okay, I want to add in a scoop of cinnamon to this because I thought I would want to. All right, because I want this to be just a little bit spicy. All right, and that's what you do when you want some cinnamon. You just add some cinnamon and it's a little spicy. All right, no more than a scoop and a half is all I just did. Okay. All right, let's see here. So then we're gonna mix the two. All right, hi Moni, how are you? You had to get the blend bash? It's that good. Okay, that's exactly what that needed. Autumn Gathering is so nice. Yes, it is good. Would bourbon vanilla work in place of the Fireside? Yeah. It's going to give it a sweeter smell. The Fireside vanilla has that more of that cologne that I was like seeking. But I think it would work. That's incredible. That cinnamon just made it exactly what I wanted. Definitely a must blend. All right. So this one has what I call a dash of cinnamon. Okay, before I hop off of here, I want to say this. Is there anything, so those were your recipes for today. Tomorrow I'm going to be live again. I have lots of blending to do. Is there anything that you guys missed from the show that you want me to go grab? Because I have it all here in front of me. And I would love to go grab you some stuff to kind of showcase some things. We went through all 4 of the brand new fragrances. So here I have Amber and Oak, Silver Birch and Air, Spice Banana Loaf, and Pear and Morning Mist. I'm totally happy to go grab anything. If there's anything you want to see, all you got to do is let me know. Is Funfetti coming back? Yes, Funfetti cake batter is part of the signature line. So if it's showing out of stock right now, it should restock. Yeah. What's the middle one? So this is Silver Birch and Air. Silver Birch Needles, White Pine with Frosted Musk. Very pretty, very fresh fragrance. Very, very good. Definitely. The pine cone diffuser. You got it. All right. I'm going to go. It's right here. I'm going to go grab the pine cone diffuser. So the blends, Keisha, I'll be posting that to, social media. We'll share that after a while, in case you missed some of those. So we'll definitely do that. This guy launched on the PZTV last night, and he is amazing. This is the Pine Cone Reed Diffuser. So you're going to utilize our liquid fragrance line called the diffuser oil for this. And so that is exactly what you're going to pour into it. Let me see if I know I got a bottle right here. Okay. So this is Fireside Vanilla. So this is just you're going to add this up to the basin, right? Just like this. Let's imagine I'm pouring it. And that's going to soak up through the reeds, and that will fragrance your house like is kind of a great way to just effortless way to fragrance. Very cute. Look at that. How fun is that? So fun. Hi, good to see you. Yes, very, very cute. Yep. Definitely. Does it smell piney? This has a very slight pine, not aspen pine, but almost like a sweeter scent to it. Does it have a line telling you how much to pour? I'll grab the gnome here in just a second. So there's no line. I don't know if you could see it just has an empty basin in there. Really, you could fill it as high up as you want. I'm going to guess on this and say that this will hold at least, I would say probably two of these small bottles. This is a pretty good sized basin. So if you just, you can add, I would add at least, I would fill it up at least halfway. You could do like a third if you wanted to, I guess too, but to give you an idea. So yeah. And this is available as well. Yeah. Everything that I'm talking about so far is available. So great questions. All right. I'm going to grab the gnome. We had a gnome that came back. This is Griffin the gnome. So this is a simmer pot, and I actually forgot to show you guys this rustic pine. This is absolutely stunning. So we had 2 simmer pots that we featured, I think just 2. Well, we had some other ones as well, but 2 that were one that was brand new and then one that was a return. He's adorable. So cute, right? So this is Griffin the gnome. Let's talk about him first. Adorable, cute little hat that's kind of like slouched. You can see your sprinkles are going to set in this dish. Love that. It's got that banana loaf in there. So cute. And he heats with a hot plate. His hat does slouch. He has cutouts in his hat to allow that fragrance to emit through. If you wanted to, you could actually leave it off when you're simmering your fragrance, but you don't have to. It's definitely really, really great. He's got a gorgeous, big beard, definitely a nice little neutral. And yes, I'll be posting the board later this evening or this afternoon. So definitely one that you want to grab. We also launched up the rustic pine simmer pot, and I think this is really pretty. I love the detail and the carved, etched in pine cones. You've got an unfinished simmer pot, so it's going to give you it gives me like stone type vibes to it. It's not glazed. It's a nice deep dish. It also heats with a hot plate. So that's the rustic pine simmer pot. Perfect neutral. Definitely a perfect neutral. So hello, good to see everyone. Good to see you. Hi, Rodeo Fresh Scents. Thank you so much. Yes, it is. There's some really, really great. Yeah, Josh, I love that pine cone. I think that adds so much decor, so much, just a little spice of fragrance in that whatever fragrance spot that you're wanting to scent, and then some. But if you see too, it just fits the theme. But look at this. So we brought in that simmering light. Well, that simmering light has been around for a while, but look at how this just fits. It all fits together, and I just love that. I love, if you're wanting to decorate, just look at, you wouldn't even know that this is, it's so decorative and gorgeous. You wouldn't know that it's also functional. That's what I love about Pink Zebra products, so definitely. All right, is there anything else that you guys want to see? I am going to be live again and back tomorrow, but before I hop off of here, is there anything that you need? You just ordered? What'd you buy, Alyssa? That's exciting. Let me see. I love the pine cone too. I think it's definitely one that you could utilize. Well, look at this. All right, let me go grab something real quick. So Nicole actually styled this for us last night so beautifully. But look at, so we actually got this at one of the Christmas shows here in Houston. But look at how beautiful that is, all nested in. Look at that, friends. And then you have that simmering light with that. Look at how stunning that is. How gorgeous. I know. How do you see the blends? So let's see, hold on. Can you put the metal pumpkin shade over that simmering light? I will. I'll go grab it here in just a second. I'm going to go grab it. So if you're looking for the blends that I just did, the easiest way would be to give us a follow on our FB page. And that is where you need to go to find all the blends from today. Give us a little bit. I need to take a picture of the board and then some. And I'll share that with you guys. I put that together so you would all have that. So definitely today. All right. So this is the Metal Gem Pumpkin. They were wanting to see what it looked like over the top of that simmering light. And that is absolutely beautiful. Look at the two of those combined. Isn't that gorgeous? This has beautiful orange gems all the way around. And it's an open concept. Look at how gorgeous that is together, Nikki. It's so pretty. They were wanting to see that. That is nice. Isn't that nice?
I saw someone take this accent shade,
yeah,
and they shoved pine cones and pumpkins in the accent shade.
Yeah.
I forget who I saw on the consulting corner, but I thought that would be pretty paired up. Shove pine cones in there.
Do you remember the beaded boho that we had?
Yes, lantern thing?
Yeah, no, it was wooden.
Yeah.
It had like the spools had beads on it.
Yeah.
I did that with at my house with little turquoise pumpkins.
Oh, pretty.
And shoved those up in there. It's always great. You could definitely do pine cones in this. That would be really cute. It's so functional. You've got to order it. It's beautiful. Look at how gorgeous that is, my friends. So again, this is available on beautiful new simmering light with the fall leaves. Let's see here. The new simmering light with the fall leaves. That's this one here, right? That you're talking about, right? Is this the one that you're wanting to see, Bev? It's definitely gorgeous. So For sure. Yeah. Is there anything else you guys want me to grab? I will definitely go grab some more things if you want to. What I love about this accent shade too is like, I mean, I'm just a sucker. I think this is such a beautiful, like there are just so many pretties, but look at this. I mean, definitely if you're looking to elevate your space, like I love that. I think that is a statement piece. So pretty. Definitely gorgeous. The new autumn is beautiful. Autumn forest. But it just works with about anything. I don't know. Maybe I like it better with the autumn. Now I'm looking at it. I'm second guessing myself. Hold on. Maybe I do like it better with this one. What do you guys think? I don't know. I think I like it better with this one. Definitely. You have that pumpkin shade, just need a light. Yeah, go grab yourself a light. I know. This is stunning. Trust me. Very, very pretty. I paired this up with that other lantern, the driftwood lantern, just a little bit ago, and that's absolutely beautiful too. So lots of ideas, lots of different ways to style. What I think I like about the pine cone though is that is something that you can use right now, and make it fall. But look at how we just elevated it. And how beautiful is that? Like that, I want you to think like, just decor wise, if you're somebody that likes to decorate, right there is what you need. Definitely. It would be pretty with the foliage. Yeah, the foliage would be really pretty. Pine cone, hold tight just a second. Pine cone looking reed diffuser beside the one you're playing around with. Yeah, Julie, definitely. This is it right here. Okay. So I just elevated it up a little bit with that as well. So it's just, and it's nice size. I mean, you can see here compared to Griffin the gnome. Hi, Marissa. What's up? See, it's a nice size reed diffuser. I just really like it. I like stuff like that is really functional, but cute and adds that pop of decor. The other one, like check this one out. While I have you guys, I wanted to talk about the fact that if you've not, let me see here. Let's pull this one out. This is my favorite. This is that wood carved pumpkin. Talk about cute. If you haven't seen the fact that, because I talk about this all the time, that we have an excellent promotion going on. If you've been thinking about Scent Flirt, look at this guy. Whoa! You guys see that? Look at that. Woo! Look at that there. Look at all that orange coming through. If you have not seen it yet and you've been thinking about joining Scent Flirt, I'm going to tell you right now, this is the time to join because you get a free simmer pot when you do a 6-month subscription, and then you have access to all of those exclusives. So a lot of the exclusives that we talked about on the show last night, you would immediately have access to all of those. Plus you would get 5% off discount on all fragrance items. What was the one I'm trying to, let me think here. Oh, this one. Look at this guy. Okay, so this is a Scent Flirt exclusive here. All right, so that is the wood carved pumpkin, but look at this beauty. I have so many. I need to set this aside. Hold tight. That looks really pretty in there with all those pumpkins, but look at that guy. We talked about him last night on the show. This is the prettiest. Yes. Crackle glass simmering light under the metal pumpkin. I don't have a crackle handy, but it's beautiful. Actually, I think it was the silver. I think I showed that on the Vault show on Thursday. Yeah, I know. Isn't that stunning? Definitely. Yes. Alrighty. All right. So here's what we're going to do. So tomorrow, I'll be back. We're going to be talking about spicy pumpkin, which happens to be one of my favorites. I love this guy. It doesn't fit over the top of this, but I want to see what it looks like with that real quick because I feel like it's going to be amazing. Yeah, that's right there. That's incredible. I'm going to leave you with that because that is absolutely stunning. So we are going to be talking about spicy pumpkin tomorrow. So spicy pumpkin is our behind the scent. Head over and go check out everything. If you missed out on anything from last night, you can always watch the replay of the show. It was a lot of fun. So there's a lot of beautiful things that are on there. But tomorrow we're going to be talking about spicy pumpkin and Friday. And then there might be some surprises. You never know up my sleeve. Because I just do that, right? So thank you guys for tuning in with me. Hopefully you loved it. I will see you soon. So tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central, be watching our social media page. And I'll be posting the blending board for y'all. And definitely give us a follow across all platforms. We would love to have you link up with you if you're watching from wherever you're watching from, and then some. As always. All right, I'm going to hop off here. You guys have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye, friends.